Hello there, Gomez here for the LAN channel with yet another, well, this one is a stupid deck, this one is a very stupid, this was purely for fun, and so this is not meta or anything like this is just a banter meme deck, so let's get into it. It is building perfection, let's do this. Okay, so building perfection, which is obviously a Pursuit of Perfection deck, which is with Targon and PNZ. So let's quickly get into it. See, the reason why it works so well, or at least like the reason that the hypothesis behind it is the fact that obviously Invoke is the mechanic which allows you to choose different cards, and Heimer also from spells is creating a bunch of different robots. So you can actually get to Pursuit of Perfection, you can actually get to playing 20 different cards quite quickly. So let me just very quickly go through some of the things. So beams in there so that you can just do significant damage if need be to deal with really annoying cards and whatnot. Counterfeit copies, actually you don't need this. This is more just, it depends on what matchup you're up against, because sometimes if you need to make more copies of Pursuit of Perfection, because if they've got something that can deal with it, it's very rare that they do, but obviously with Obliterate and whatnot being cards in the game now, to be able to make more copies of your Pursuit of Perfection, to get more of them is actually something that's kind of needed-ish. Depends on your matchup, as I said. But yes, so basically don't use this until you've leveled it up, because obviously you don't be putting more copies of that card in the deck until you've leveled it up. Otherwise you're going to be getting that copy in hand and it's going to be a card that you wish was something else that you could play to level it up, and yeah, it's just going to rot in your hand for ages. So don't make copies until you've leveled it up. Anyway, Jerry Rig, just like a nice little card with the amount of like discard that's in here. So rummage for draw, obviously. Solid turn one move. You got the discard for Invoke. Teemo, just because he's a nice little champion just to put in here. He's a nice one cost card to get, and if you can get him out early and start hitting him with that elusiveness and like putting mushrooms in the deck, he doesn't have to, he's not the main purpose of this deck, so there's nothing else based around him. It's just that he's a nice little turn one aggro card that's doing a little bit of damage, chipping away at them while also making their cards also do damage to them for a little bit. Urgent for draw. You got the, which is Behold for the Invoke. Little bit of draw and heals there, a little bit of elusive action, damage, a little bit of buff with, what you call it, with draw. This is, which is Trail of Evidence, really good because there's actually some quite good, like a turn 2 cards in here, or 2 cost cards in here for like draw purposes, or just minion cards just to put out in general. And the fact that they're going to cost 0 this turn is also really nice. Draw is there because obviously, because the more things that you're playing, because obviously it can throw out some cards that you haven't actually got in your deck at all. So the more cards, it's just adding to help with Pursuit of Perfection, which is the whole thing. That's why there's not many copies of each card. It's like most of them have only got 1 copy of each thing. So every single turn you're playing something different. So you're getting very close to that, which is the Pursuit of Perfection level up very quickly. So that's the plan. That's the concept. But anyway, draw, obviously there. Really good Nightfall meme with Overwhelm, like the fact that it can be a 5/3 is quite good to have on the board early game if you can get it. A little bit more damage with discard. Hush, just because the Shushinings, you need to have a Shushinings in a deck. If you're against things like Endure or anything where it's going to be a big meme, just to silence it for that 1 turn and stop the damage from coming through can sometimes save your life. Both Priestesses, just yet again for the Invoke. Flash of Brilliance, get a random 6 cost spell, as well as the fact that it replenishes your mana, which is nice. Shady character, he can either make a copy of the Catastrophe, which gets made from Pursuit of Perfection, or he can make a copy of something on the other side. So if somebody's playing Endure and you don't have your Hush and they throw out the big Endure, you can make a copy of it and then like defend yourself, or you can make a copy of it and then Hush their one and then do significant damage to them next turn, so teaching them a lesson. Play their own tricks against them potentially, but it's also in there just to make a copy of the Catastrophe. Draw and damage here. This is in here because there's actually quite a few free cost cards. If you can get this early in hand and you start playing these free cost cards, obviously it just helps level that up to do a bit of damage. And when Heimer's on the board, all the spells that you're using, you're making bots, and those bots, each individual bot, if they're different cost, will be leveling up that Suit of Perfection as well as building a board so you can at least defend yourself is also very important. 2 copies of Pursuit of Perfection, which I said you can make copies of it potentially, but sometimes you don't need to. So sometimes you can actually, depending on your matchup, you can actually discard this card. With a lot of the discard cards which are there, you can discard that card and don't have to worry about it. Draw. Oh, sorry, we'll actually get back here. So heals as well as invoke again. This is just really good because it draws a card and it becomes a 5/5 elusive after you've played 10 cards. So you want to not play it until you've played at least 10 cards, which with this deck is actually really easy. And Sunburst, just because it can really help with some champions if you really want to get rid of them off the board, or just other cards. Sometimes this can help just get rid of it. Now it's only 1 copy, so you're probably not going to see it too much, but when you do, if you need to, it's quite good. Draw and Asol, because you know you might as well throw Asol in here because he is going to do, like, if you haven't got your Suit of Perfection yet, he can continuously be creating Celestials which are going to be helping to then smash down your opponent late game. So just 1 copy of him in there. He's there if needed. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If because this is always just a concept, so any changes and whatnot, let me know what you think. Also, shameless plug time, I do apologise, but there's the Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. I'm active on all of them, so if you want to follow on any of those things so you can get more Gomez in your life, I mean, why would you want to? Why would you want this curly head mustachioed freak more of that in your life? But if you do, please follow, and please if you enjoy the content, please do, because it just means that the more follows and the more things that I get, I can then put that forward and say that, like, okay, for a potential sponsorship deal, see, look, I have this much audience, blah 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 blah, and it just means that I can get money through that and don't have to worry about doing any other work, which means that I get to, so it's helping me to help you, because the more that I don't need to worry about anything else, I can concentrate on making this content for you, and you get more of this content that should hopefully be, I hope it's entertaining. I mean, to be fair, you might think, that silly son of a bitch, you're gonna be bored with him anymore, look at him, he's a fool, which, to be fair, is true. So it's all good, but it's up to you, in honesty. It's just, if you want to help out, you can do. If not, then do not worry about it. I'll be putting out the content as much content as I can put out at the moment. I will be trying to put it out, so it's all good. Yes, the Discord link is also down below, so if you want to join the Discord so that you can talk to like-minded people playing Runeterra, talk about deck ideas, talk about whatever you want, because there's actually more tabs in there for different games, whatever you want. There's actually also a gaming night and a movie night in that Discord, so if you want to do that, it sounds like fun getting on mic talking about some silly things, then please feel free to. But anyway, let's get into and see what this deck can do. So let's do a couple of games of it. Okay, right, so aggressive deck. We need to try and kill their minions before he can throw the bannermans down and whatnot, and Misfortune probably is the main kingpin that we have to try and kill early game. Do we keep Hush in this? I don't know, actually, no, I think I prefer to wait late game for Hush now. He says if we can get to the late game, because let's face it, this is a very aggressive deck, so we need to basically try and keep our board. We need to build a board while stopping their board. It's not going to be easy. Okay, let's see what I can get from you. Sadly, does not help me immediately. I feel like we actually skipped it, because although because otherwise you go back up to your full cost, and your full cost, I can't remember what your full cost is, because I'd like to actually leave you. If you stayed 0 cost, I would totally use you to be able to use you next turn, but it only stays 0 for the end until the end of that turn. On the plus side though, we can actually still use this, which means that we can actually go for the draw and get elusive out of that. So I can actually give my elusive more. Okay. So he defends forward with this. Actually, I feel like he would just defend with that, and it leaves me at a slight disadvantage. So I'd rather. Okay. So we do nothing. I hope that he plays like another one. Okay, right, he doesn't. Right. So At least do that. Get a little bit of draw. Kill one of them. So yeah, so he hooks both of them. So we need to start trying to kill these minions before, because let's face it, Bannerman comes out soon here, I think. Potentially. So we need to be trying to, hopefully. So I really want to play you, but I also want to wait until we've got more spell mana to be able to actually get some use out of you before you die, because otherwise you just get hooked immediately. There's the Bannerman. There's the Bannerman. Okay, so we throw you out. We've already used that, so potentially stunning minions, especially if they use rally. Stunning minions is probably going to be our best out of that, rather than like the 9 cost card, which would also be good. But fair play, fair play. That is one of his. That is one of their single combats down, which is nice to know. We could use that. We could use that, but I would be probably getting rid of Flash of Brilliance, which I maybe want to keep. Maybe want to keep. So we'll see what you play, because we could potentially stun both of his challengers. I would like to. I need to make sure I've got nothing right now to kill these champions if the champions come out. Yep, so I've got nothing right now that can stop that. Potential rally move could come out here, so I guess we try to play around it, but we're not really playing around it right now. Rally, there it is. Okay, so he's going for the rally, so we can actually stun you, and I guess you, so that if he's attacking forward, we can still put the dog in front of this. Yep, so we're still getting down that, so in case of future Bannerman, we're just trying to ease the pain. Okay. So hopefully, I would like to play you, but I feel like the better move is play you and go into Flash of Brilliance and then go into a Mystic Shot. That's the plan here. Because then we're actually also getting bots on the board as well, which is something which is really annoying for him to deal with. Actually, I guess we get rid of the challenge minion here, so that he can't just pull Heimer out. So that feels like the better move. If he's got another single combat in hand, not the best, but it's okay right now. We get to put some bots on the board. Ooh, okay, so he's still going to be, so he's still actually going to be throwing things forward. He can't rally this turn, but here we go, here we go. We have actually got the ability to change that minion, so if he attacks forward to grab Heimer. Oh no, he's going. Okay, right. There we go. So, in the plus side, we can kill these minions, and then if we choose this follower to become this follower, then it actually kind of stops that while giving us an elusive minion as well. So it stops Heimer from dying, because basically we need to be keeping a board. Okay, so Heimer that does now die still, but we do get a 6 cost minion. And sadly, potentially rally, and rally would finish us if it's another rally. Potentially rally finishes us. Not a rally, which is actually good. Not a rally. So we actually use 16 cards. So actually, with what we're against, I feel like it's quite a quick deck, so we can't really afford to wait. So getting ourselves closer and closer to that Suit of Perfection. Only 2 cards away. If we can get something low cost, so if only we had. Depends, because that's going to be 4 cost at the least. Yeah, no, because we're so close to that. All I can do is hope that he draws something cheap. I asked you for something cheap, buddy boo. Yep, and there's the bannerment. All I needed was something cheap so we could have thrown out Suit of Perfection this turn. And sadly, it means that we didn't get the thing off of that. I guess we kind of have to build a board here just to... Or the closest... See, look, why couldn't you have drawn this? Then you would have actually been useful to me. But it's fine, so... I guess we get rid of the Priestess. Sad though it is, we have to get rid of the Priestess right now. Potentially the cheaper draw minion is where we go here, but it's more about building up the board. That's more what this is about right now, so that we can actually hopefully get Suit of Perfection out, and we should be fine. Once we get Suit of Perfection out, we should be fine. But right now, we're seeing how it goes. If they've got Rally, I guess that also screws us. There's the misfortune. You say looking for trouble, it found you. I think you'll find that the trouble has found Meowth. So, let's do that. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, the rally. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the finish when you can actually get out when it looks like you're done, but you're not. So, ramp or Trundle. I'm just trying to work out. So is this card actually using the Demacia card, like the 8 cost card, where like if everyone who's died, it brings a free like. Is this where this is? Because obviously, because I'm guessing he wants to use 8 cost card or Judgment as well. I guess Judgment as well with Trundle. I'm just trying to work out what I'm against here, because normally, obviously, you see Trundle with ASOL. So, with Demacia, I'm assuming that he's using those 8 cost cards. So, in Fecto, you're expecting what's his face, right? Like Judgment or that card, which I said when minions die, it creates another copy, or like more free freeze on the board. These are the words that I'm trying to work out of my mind. It's fine. We should be. I mean, so he's already got an 8 plus card in hand. That's fine. It's fine. So we could even go with Flash here, although I would prefer to have Heimer in hand with. I'm actually no. We just pass. Alright, so that, and then why the hell not? Because it's only going to be 0 cost for this turn, plus it means that we get a few more extra bodies on the field. So why the hell not? This is more just defensive shields right now, just to help us get to our main goal. So I mean, I could use this, but as I said, like I would prefer to have what's his face on the board? Prefer to have Heimer. But maybe we do this because there are other things in this deck which actually do benefit. So, for example, the submarine, the more cards that we use, and we're getting closer to that. So that's fine. Ah, Trundle himself. So potentially just silence and kill. We do also have this. It's just obviously that costs less mana, so we're still keeping something back if we need it. Plus, that's not a bad card at all, like to keep back. Right. So could go with this, but this one actually gives us draw. So I might as well go with the one that's going to give me that little bit extra draw, so we're getting closer to our goals, hopefully, maybe. Who knows? We should hopefully be getting closer to what we need to do. Oh, troll chant, how dare you? Yeah, that's fair enough. It could have been worse. It was only a jerry rig, so I don't feel bad about that. So I actually got 2 priestesses here, just priestess into priestess, which is not too bad. I could go with the obliterate or build in a board. I feel like I go with the obliterate option here, and then we'll see what we get off of the other priestess. So actually we could go with the build in the board one here. Yeah, sod it. Gonna go with that. Gonna go with that. That's being my plan. These are just for it's more just defensive blockers right now, because if I tried, ooh, Heimer shows himself. We do actually have some spells in hand that would be useful to have. The fact that that can change whatever cost it is, so that you're making sure you're trying to make a different mech every single time. I mean, we've got a lot of 2 cost ones here, but there's a few 6 cost, which actually are the elusive ones, so that's quite nice. Just because that's got the regen, we might as well do more damage to that one. Yeah, I feel okay with this. Because I know that I'm going to be throwing out... ooh, that is devastating. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, there's nothing I can do to stop that. At least I was just thinking, wait a minute. With Demacia, potentially the chance of rally, but now he's past the point of rally. So this is risky because he could have single combat, which luckily enough apparently he does not. I'm actually going to keep the mana back. Might as well keep the mana back. So I'm actually going to go for the 6 cost, obliterate, and go for the 6 cost. Because he probably throws out the ice pillar here, I feel. I feel like the move would be ice pillar, but I could be wrong. So elusive, there we go. Which then obviously gives him all that full mana back, so he's now got a chance to use whatever the hell else he wants. We're going to see what else he's going to use first, because we could either heal our core or we could go with a Mystic Shot, depending on what gets used. Okay. So I guess we actually go, because that's going to kill... That's going to kill. So we could actually go with a Mystic Shot into this, just because that is going to die. And it also means that we get a 2... Actually, we could have gone with both. We should have done Guide into that, Mystic Shot into that, because then we would have got 2 mechs on the field, so we would have at least had bodies on the field. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. I should have gone with the heal as well. But, you know. Live and learn. Live and learn. I guess we actually do more damage to this, because the faster we kill this, the better. Actually, and also, if we can kill this before he can play Trundle, then he can't level his Trundle off of that one, so... We need to kill that before he sees his other Trundles, but to be fair, he's probably got it in hand. He's got it in hand, hasn't he? Let's face it. He's got that bastard in hand. There. Oh, no. Okay, so... I mean, he could still play Trundle. It's not... We're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet.
United, nothing can stop us.
Okay, so still got the Overwhelm feature on that. I could... Yeah, no. I guess we'll leave this one, because I really want to get rid of the Overwhelm. So we can still heal ourselves up, because we could get rid of the regen, or we could get rid of this. I feel like the Overwhelmed one's like the more actually. It's really annoying. It's really annoying here, because I guess we get rid of the Overwhelm. Sorry, no. Sorry, I guess we get rid of the one who's going to be regenerating. and then we do a fast attack just to get rid of this. So to stop him from playing his Trundle and instantly leveling him up, we just get rid of that. Because we haven't really got too much in hand that's going to save us right now. Like in terms of like, we're not going to be playing anything that's going to be doing a serious attack. So anything that can slow down his Trundle will level up. In case he were to play him. Right, I do need to kill that though. I mean, we do have a Hush in hand now, so we do actually have a way of dealing with it. Or we could make a copy of it if we really wanted to. But it's just more the fact that I'm guessing that he's going to throw out another one of those rages on top of it. So actually keeping the Hush in hand is actually going to be our little unexpected twist. Yeah, we could have gone with the Invoke. But I'd rather have a bigger minion on the board just to help. Okay. So he's just even in the field of combat. It could actually throw another avalanche out now. Just leave it so it's just a 1 versus 1. 1 versus 1. Winner take all. Enter the octagon. But anyway, that's fine. And that actually means that we are, yeah, we're basically there now. We just have to actually draw Purrsuit of Perfection. So we do this, and then if he buffs that with Fury or with whatever the hell else he's got, then we do actually have the Shushanings that will just stop that in its tracks. So there we go. As expected, which would cause us significant problems, but how do you like these apples? So yeah, we could actually also heal this up. We should have probably done that. There we go. Yeah, we should have definitely healed. We should have gone with the heal then as well, just because it would have kept that minion on the ball, but it's fine. Right, so we could actually play Asol. Just because he's a big minion on the field, which forces problems. So we're not going to be able to get another 5. He's actually gone with the rally in as well, which is devastating. So we just play if he's going to see whether or not he's going to go with the rally. So we wouldn't be able to kill him with actually it got given the like out of all minions for that to get, it actually got that one for the overwhelm. Devastating, I'm not gonna lie. That was unexpected. Out of everything that could have been given overwhelming, that got given overwhelm. On the plus side, we can actually make a copy of that. I mean, obviously it's taken significant damage since, but we can actually make a copy of that. Because I'm guessing he's going to be throwing out like I feel like we're walking into a what's his face judgment move here. I feel like we're walking into a judgment. Because yeah, here we go. Oh no, I was legitimately expecting judgment, but to be fair, that's just as bad because it means obviously he's got the ASO off the board without having to do anything. Let's see whether or not we can find anything that's going to help us out right now. It's more of just an annoyance for him to have to deal with. Just in case there's a rally. Throw that out. Okay, so I'm really looking for my Purrsuit of Perfection right now, which to be fair, we have got 2 rummages, so potentially, so kind of want to get rid of you. I guess I get rid of. I might regret getting rid of the other rummage, but there's a lot of things I wanted to keep. See, the thing is, if I use you, that's basically my move. That's basically my move used up by using you. So let's do that so that we can at least copy that minion. I do still feel like there is a judgment, or a judgment along the way. I feel like that comes out. So that's not enough to kill. So I could get rid of that. But is it really going to be worth it? I'm just trying to think what else. Because I mean, if he's got more... I don't even know what he's got more of. Because he definitely seems like he's got more Freljord. Because he had the Allegiance minion. So... I guess we just attack forward. I guess we attack forward with both our elusives right now, because I feel like there definitely is the I mean, I definitely, what am I doing? I should have attacked forward with you as well, because like he didn't have the mana for judgment. That is my own stupidity. That's what that is. That was my own stupidity. Right. So he's used everything he can, but yeah, no, I definitely should have attacked forward. That is my own fault for not actually looking about how much mana was involved in all of this. That is stupidity. Stupidity 101 is what you've just seen there. Let's see whether or not... How have we still not drawn Suit of Perfection? Okay, we end the turn and see whether or not Garrett's not going to do anything. So, it's fine. But how have we still not drawn it? What is happening? There's 2 copies of it. There's 10 cuts. Right, Garrett. So let's have a little look. Come on. Really? How have we not drawn it yet? This seems improbable. There's 2 copies out of 9 cards. I mean, come on. Come on. It's got to be in there somewhere, right? Okay, yeah, so he definitely can't use... It's so upsetting because I would prefer to actually wait for the Suit of Perfection, but right now I feel like we kind of just have to... We've got the victory, so why beat about the bush? It's all fine. It's all fine. Let's just accept Ritual and leave. Which is a shame, because I do like seeing Suit of Perfection when Suit of Perfection comes out, but especially considering the fact that we're so late in cards that we actually could have made several copies, and then we could have got more copies on the board. But I still think there's tricksy things. I don't exactly know what's in his deck, but I feel like there's tricksy things like Judgment and things, and that would just wipe us out, especially with that having Overwhelm. Especially with this having Overwhelm as well. Because I was going to say, with this having Overwhelm, I mean, to be fair, he's already shown that he's got Furies in there, so he could actually have, what's his face as well? Fist of the North, or whatever the hell it's called. Fist of the North Star. Fury of the North. So don't be fooled by its naught attack at the moment. It definitely could throw a lot more at us. They know that it's done. They're just fucking around with us now. It's fine. Teemo, you actually got significant use. Yeah. So that is my Suit of Perfection Targon deck. Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed your time, then why not hit that subscribe button, and why not join us on Mondays and Wednesdays when I'm playing live on Twitch, so you can get involved in live action. Other than that, all I have to say is thank you all so much. As I said, I don't know what else to say. My mind has gone on a drift. There's all the links down below for everything: Twitter, Twitch, as I already mentioned, Instagram, and the Discord. So if you want to join those and get involved in more Legends of Runeterra content, then please feel free to. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby, as they say. And until next time, bye. Very lucky. Let's hope that I can find. Oh! When you still find lethal from your opponent's deck, when they do everything they can, but you still use their own deck against them in such incredible form. See,